Hello! I wanted to share some more with you all about grace and courtesy and how you can use it at home. Let's look at a couple more pages from our Grace and Courtesy book. Do you remember this? I want to talk with you about how you can work at home. Some of you might have work that you're doing that Miss Amy or I sent you. Some of you might have work at your house that you do all the time. You might have Play-Doh, you might have puzzles, you might have other kinds of work that you enjoy doing at home. And you can do this work at home in a very similar way to the way we do it at school. You also might have parents who are doing work. You might have siblings who are doing work, and it's important to respect their work just like we respect our friends who are working at school. And I want to talk with you a little bit about how we can do that. This child is working on a rug. She's actually rolling her rug up to get it ready for the next person. This says, "I roll up my mat for the next person to use." At school, we work on rugs or on tables, and you can work at a rug or a table at home. You might not have rugs just like the ones we have at school, but you can find a special workspace. You could use a blanket or you could use a towel to show where your work goes so it doesn't end up all over the floor and get stepped on or damaged. Our rugs help remind people who are walking close to us that this is our workspace and that it shouldn't be touched or stepped on. And we are very careful at school to keep all of our work on the rugs. And sometimes we remind each other when we forget. And when we're done with our work and put it away, we put away our rug too. I put away my work and make it beautiful for the next person. When we do work at school, it's so important to put it away just the way we got it out. And at home, you might be the next person to use it. It might not be a friend, but it's still important to put away your work or your toys so that they don't get damaged and so that they are ready for the next person. And it might take a lot of practice if you're not used to putting away something before you get out something else at home. And your mom or dad might have to remind you a lot, but once you get used to it, then you won't have so much to clean up in the end, and you can help your mom and dad at home by keeping your house clean, and your work won't get damaged. So at home, you can put away your work after you're done and get it ready for the next person, even if that person is you. I kindly say, "Please don't disturb my work." At home, you might be working and trying to concentrate, and maybe your brother or sister comes over to talk to you and wants to play. Just like we do at school, you can tell them, "Please don't disturb my work," or "I'm trying to concentrate right now." And the same way that you can tell them, they might also tell you the same thing. They might have some work to do for school, or your mom and dad might have some work to do, and they might ask you not to disturb their work. Remember at school, when somebody asks you to please walk away or not to distract them, then we're expected to walk away right away. When I work by a friend, I focus on my own work. If your parent is working or your sibling is working, then you could find some work to do next to them or close to them if they don't need more space, and you can concentrate on your work while they concentrate on their work. I treat materials gently. At school, we talk a lot about how it's so important to treat our materials gently so that they don't break and we'll have them for a long time. And at home, it's just as important so that you'll have your things for a long time and they won't get damaged. We treat our materials gently. All right, I hope you guys are doing well working at home. I know it feels a little bit different than when you're working at school, but you can do a lot of the same things at home that you do at school to help show respect to your parents and to help show respect to your siblings if you have any, and to help show respect to your materials at home. Some people might call them materials, some people might call them toys. Either way, it's important that we show all of our things respect. Thank you. I love you guys and miss you. Hope to see you soon.